أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. We give all the praises and the thanks to the Almighty Source Creator, the Creator of everything. Brothers and sisters, we were created. That makes us part of the creation. The rules, the laws that govern the creation also govern our anatomy and physiology, our body. So when we're in violation of these rules and these laws, a disease will occur. This is how it is, brothers and sisters. But no one is teaching us these rules, the laws of physics, the rules of health, the natural law, the universal law, the pH rule, the iron rule, the speed law. No one is teaching these rules and these laws that govern the universe, that also govern anatomy and physiology. So when we're in violation, a disease can occur. There's no mystery diseases, brothers and sisters. There's no mystery diseases. Every disease has a source. Don't let your physician fool you. He might not know the source, but every disease has a source. Something caused it, something produced it, and just treating the symptom and ignoring the source of the person's anomalies will cause their disease to become more and more chronic until their life is at stake. Brothers and sisters, this is the law. This is how it is. When you have a symptom, it simply means that you have violated the rules, the laws. Something that you did not do. You made a mistake. You're not removing the sedimentary sludge from the food you ate, from the water you drank, from the air you were exposed to. These would be the reasons why the person would be sick. Often on this program, we say what we eat, what we drink, and the chemical and substance we expose ourselves to would affect our cells, their structure, their behavior. This is what happened to us, brothers and sisters, when we get sick. When we get a symptom, it means our cells need our help. If we give them the correct help, they have the ability to self-correct, self-regulate, self-cleanse, and self-perpetuate. After recalibrating, the Almighty created us with cells that take care of our health, to keep us normal on this planet. Planet Earth is very toxic, predatory, and adversary. Brothers and sisters, we thank you for joining us today. You're now at the place to learn what health is all about. We welcome you to a new episode of Optimal Health on AM 360, where we teach how to help yourselves to self-correct, self-regulate, self-cleanse, recalibrate, and self-perpetuate. It is we who must provide cleaner blood with more oxygen. The person is not sick because they didn't take some pharmaceutical drug this morning. The person is not sick because they did not take an herb or some supplement. The person is sick because they violated the rules. They violated the laws. This is what happened, and no one is teaching. But one place called the American School of Symptometry, not for profit, teaching people how to take care of the needs of their cells. We're made of cells, brothers and sisters, over 120 types of cells. And they're responsible for maintaining our health. And when we ignore them by eating what we want to eat and drinking what we want to drink and inhaling what we want to inhale, then there will be compromise. Unless we remove the hindrance to the cell, no disease will be reversed, even though we're not supposed to have a disease if we obey the law and the rules. So again, we thank you for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360, where we help those people become and participate. We teach them what health is all about and where health comes from. Health comes from our cells, brothers and sisters. 40 to 50 trillion of them. We're made of cells. From water, nutrients, resources, micronutrients, macronutrients. So when our cells are compromised, we should be repaired with something that they're made of, not pharmaceutical, not herbs, not plant hormones. We should repair them with what we're made of: nutrients and water, and resources like electrical energy, thermal energy, magnetic energy, electrical energy. That's what we're made of. And that's what we should be using. So we thank you once again for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360, where we help people to learn how to fortify their cells, fortify their DNA, fortify their blood against diseases. We're not supposed to have a disease. But no one is teaching us how to live on this toxic, predatory, and adversary planet called Earth. And we're in violation of many rules and many laws that affect our cells. If our cells are congested and compromised, we will be congested and compromised. We have to move the congestion from the cells. We have to remove the calcification from the cell. We have to know how to nourish our cell properly whenever we have a symptom. The symptom means that we're veering off the paradigm of normacy, and abnormalcy will be the order of the day, which is called disease. Normacy would be health. So we thank you once again for joining us, brothers and sisters, here on Optimal Health on AM 360. Optimal Health on AM 360. We see we have our guest with us today. We have Miss Rita Taylor, Certified Symptometry Health Coach. She's going to be speaking with us. Some very important information. And we mentioned earlier that we were made of water. And she's going to be talking about water shortage in the human body is a problem. It's a problem for us. Water shortage in the human body is a problem. So brothers and sisters, and we'll be sharing information on how to stay healthy. How to stay healthy. People don't know. They don't know the rules. They don't know the laws. They know nothing about water. They know nothing about the food that they're eating. All they know, they need to eat. They know nothing about how to break down the food, to decompose and see what hurted their cells. So now you have a program, Optimal Health for AM 360, sharing the information from the American School of Symptometry, so we can get back to normal. At least once in a while, get back to normal. We have to put forth the effort, brothers and sisters. So, Ms. Rita, how you doing today?
I'm well. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.
And we also have our other certified symptometry health coach that work with us here on this program, Ms. Yvette Dean, and they both will be working with us today. But we're going to take a short break and come back and let Ms. Rita get started because she had to go a little bit early. So we can get her to share her information. So brothers and sisters, do not go anywhere at all. Take a moment to call someone, do a two-way, three-way to connect with them, to help them to come and share the knowledge that we'll be sharing today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We'll be right back. Thank you.
People get sick all the time. However, Even after years of research, physicians don't have the faintest clue why most sick people find themselves in the predicament they do. Will they just accept the same treatment without truly getting to the bottom of what is happening to them? Not anymore. Symptometry draws attention to your cells, the building block of your being, allowing you to understand what needs to be done and paving the way for self-correction. Developed by Dr. Maxwell Nardi, symptometry is not medicine or even its alternative. It is a study designed to fill in the void left behind by the most common scientific fields. Symptometric science has proven time and again, over 31 years, that chaotic eating and living are not in the best interest of the cells. It's about time we change that. To understand symptometry, dive into a whole new world of cell-based knowledge and profoundly appreciate human cells' work. Get your copy of Symptometry and Symptometric Science at a Glance by Dr. Maxwell Nardi now.
Welcome back, brother and sister. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guests, Mrs. Rita Taylor and Ms. Yvette Dean. We're all certified symptometry health coaches, and we thank you for joining us today. We're going to pass the mic on to our guest, our first guest, Ms. Rita Taylor.
Okay, brother. Assalamu alaikum. I think you started the program about water, the resource. That's a resource that we need for our body to function. But how many of us drink water? I mean, real water. I'm not talking about Pepsi or, Coca-Cola or Sprite. I'm talking about water. How many of us drink water? We are made of water, as my brother said, and our body is made up of 75% water. So what kind of water are you drinking? Are you investing in the water that will help your body to function optimally? Or you just buying alkaline water and all those things in the bottle? You know what? To me, I made up my mind that my body is my temple. My body is mine. And whatever goes into my body, it better be good. It would not be something from somewhere else. So I invest in the water that I drink. And you know what? I'm not going to advertise for that water, but everybody knows the best water in the market. If you want your body to function well, drink that water. You need it. And if you are a young girl that plan to have a baby in the future, drink that water. It's good for you. Not soda. You know, when people are pregnant, you know why they throw up a lot? Because when they drink water, they throw up. They throw up because they have not been drinking water. So water is foreign, and you're not supposed to do that when you're pregnant. So invest in your health because water is critical. And we are made of water, and we should be drinking water. So today, I just want to share with you why there's a shortage of water in our bodies. And I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't drinking a whole lot of water until I learned from Dr. Nati that I need to drink at least about 2 or 3 liters of water every day. You need that. If you're not drinking that kind of water, if you're drinking soda, it doesn't count. If you're drinking Pepsi, it doesn't count. If you're drinking alkaline water, it doesn't count. But if you invest in that good water that is out there, you'll see a difference because it gives you power, pressure, and strength in your body. It makes you stronger as a person, and you see a difference. So don't take it from me. Go out and get that water, and you see a difference. So today I'm going to share with you, a lot of us are not drinking water, and we cause our own diseases. Not anybody else, but us. You know what? First of all, when we are created, our genes, when you're created, we get, the genes will create us. But some of the diseases that we get it from our forefathers, our ancestors. And then when we come on earth, we just make it worse. And it's up to us to make sure that we clean ourselves up so that we don't have that disease go back to your ancestors again. And that's called miasma. But anyway, I want to share with you why water is critical to our body and to our cells. And if you're not investing in that water, I have news for you. You are not living optimally. Your bodies are not functioning optimally because water is a resource, and not any kind of water, the good water. Anyway, have you been dizzy? Have you had dizzy spells? Do you have vertigo? What's your physician telling you about when you have that? Okay? I mean, do you have anemia, low blood count, low hemoglobin count, sickle cell disease, low white blood count, and blood disorder? Look no further because your physicians are not going to help you. You know, a 55-year-old person felt dizzy after dinner every time before she gets to the post office or cook. But you know what? When she told her physicians about her dizziness, her physician ordered her to drink lots of water. She started drinking more water, and the dizzy spell reduced until they went away. That person was not drinking water, but the physician did not tell her why that dizziness went away. She never told her that her dizzy spells. She never told her the cause of her dizzy spell. So I'm going to share with you the cause of her dizzy spell in case you have vertigo, you have dizzy spells. Okay? That physician has been treating her with diabetes, enlarged heart, high blood pressure, and 9 different pharmaceutical drugs over medicating her. What her physician never told her that each of these drugs zapped from her water, from her cells, lymphatic system, and blood over carbonous her blood, calcifying her cells. What can our cell produce without water? Nothing. Her physician knew nothing about this because she had a good insurance and she'd be able to pay his physician or her physician every time that he visited it. Severe water shortage in the body was her problem. The lady was not drinking enough water. And as I told you before, I was not drinking enough water until I started drinking 2 liters of water a day or more. And I've seen a difference, and it can help you. And again, not any water, but the water that you want to invest in your body because you're made of 75% water. Okay? So, what is because that person was ignorant about pharmaceutical drugs. What is in all pharmaceutical drug is called alkyl. And then our chromatographic analysis reveal is present. Therefore, there's no need to ask any pharmacist or chemist about the drug, vaccine, or anything else. What does alkyl do to your body? The medical drug that you're taking, what does it do to your body? It zaps water from your cell. It removes water from your cell. The lymphatic system and the blood causes severe dehydration. This leaves our cells without water and the blood overcarbonized. What does it mean? When you take the drug, it dehydrates your cell. So the drug is not good for you. But that's what your doctors are trained to do, is to give you drugs, and you take it because you think is God-given pill. But no, it's not. It's really something that is dehydrating your cell. Okay? So You need to know that. And why are you going to blame the doctors? They are not paid to educate you about water. They are paid to diagnose and give you an order. Okay? So they will not tell you why the water is going to dehydrate yourself. They're not going to tell you that. Okay? So don't expect the physician to tell you and give you the answer why you're dizzy, because they are not there to tell you that. Do you want a second opinion from another physician when you're told to do something? I mean, good luck with that one. Would that allow you to get a second opinion? If you're told to do anything, whether it's surgery or you have a disease, and they tell you to do something, always ask for a second opinion. Come to Centometry's and a second opinion. You can come in and say, this is what I have, and there's no disease. Hear from me. There's no disease that we cannot help you with if you let us know what's going on with yourself. So you want a second opinion with anything going on with you? Come to Centometry and we'll be able to help you. Okay? Because a lot of people are sick because they know nothing about water. I'm not talking about the alkaline waters and all that stuff. I'm talking about water that is good for your cells. Okay. So if we are sick because we know nothing about water, except what your nutritionists tell you, that is not good, because you need to know why you're sick and you need to know why you need water. So, water. So, what is water? There are two kinds of water that you need to know. One water devoid of electrolytes, and the other one, electrolyte rich water containing a metalloid. Okay? Tap water, the first one, from a spring or any other aquifer, is devoid of any key electrolytes. And then the second one that I said is the more expensive one, but that's what you need to be drinking. Okay? The pH balance is neutral, 7.2, and it's good for you. So invest in that electrolyte rich water. It's expensive. Yes, it is, but you are an expensive individual. Your body is your temple. So the water you drink should go into your temple and invest in water, and you see a difference. Okay. So can heavy metals be extracted from tap water? No. Metals are metals. They can never be removed or neutralized. As a matter of fact, they can only be blunted. Can you blunt them? Do you know of what blunting and heavy metals means? Many people are sick because the water they drink have heavy metals, and their effect on the person are a topic for another day, but let's discuss water. How much water should a person drink? To stay optimally healthy, it is recommended that you drink 2 or 3 liters a day. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 or 3 liters of water a day. Yes, when you start, it's daunting, but as soon as you start drinking the water, it becomes second nature. And it really releases all the inertia you have in your body, all the debris, and you will feel very good because it's cleaning your system up. Yes, you go to the bathroom, but that's what it's supposed to do for you, clean you up. So that's why you need electro-rich water. Okay? To stay healthy, it is recommended, as I said, 2 or 3 liters of water a day. Water is fluid. And we are made of sanctified water, and electrolyte rich water is far better because it's loaded with forces, it's loaded with power, it's loaded with pressure, it's loaded with strength, making it the most suitable for our human cells. Our body need power, pressure, strength, and force. And that electro-rich water contains all that. And you see a difference, brothers and sisters. You will see a difference when you're drinking this water. You feel energized. There's nothing you can do. And I promise you that the investment that you're making is worth that money can buy. Okay, so drinking 2 or 3 liters, not glasses, I say 2 or 3 liters of water daily. This is what it does. Hear me out, brothers and sisters. It provide our cardiovascular system with the powerful circulating force that reduces the arterial tension that causes high or low blood pressure, increase the influential filtration force in our capillaries, allowing kidneys and cycling to divide our cells and provide permeases with force to modify the nutrients so that they can penetrate your cell. Without permeases, you won't have the nutrients you need, which means you'll be malnourished. It also enhances osmosis so that our cells have water and electrolytes to do their job. Our cells have functions, and you need to have the right kind of water to help you. So, what can our cells do without water? Nothing. You need water for our cells to function. It is a resource, but you need the right resource for your cell to function. As I said before, the IQ in our pharmaceutical drugs will zap the water. It's the opposite. When you take pharmaceutical drug, it's zapping the water away from you, leaving yourself with nothing but calcification and plaque. Symptoms and disease come from poor zero circulation. Again, symptoms and disease come from poor zero circulation. Drinking 2 to 3 liters, not glasses, of water daily provide your colon with enough water for your colon bacteria and fibroblasts. This allows your colon bacteria to produce all your B vitamins, skatol, phenol, stacobilin. It also enables your colon fibroblasts to produce actin, myosin, fibrillin, fibrin, elastin for a well-regulated and calibrated bowel movement, as all muscle get their muscle protein for efficient functioning. So, is what I'm sharing with you being taught in medical school? No, they're not, but symptometry is sharing with you because our doctors have done research and that's what we are sharing with you. Okay? The medical school, they do not teach about this, but in symptometry, if you want to know, you enroll, you will know the function of water, how critical it is for you. Okay. Water and its relevance to the human body, they are never taught in the school. Okay. After they teach us chemistry professors and all their pharmacology and pharmacokinetics, water do not cross their mind. This is how a person through medical school is not knowing anything about the cell that gave us life. Okay? People that attend medical school do not know that our bodies need water. It's functioning, it's vital. Okay? So we want people with healthy mind. Instead, what are we getting? We're getting people with mental illnesses, emotional disturbed people, murderers, abusers, rippers of seniors, arsonists, scammers. So who is to blame for this mess? Professional who flew past cells and circulations? Or I'm not mentioning their name, but guess what? The total water content, listen to me, the total water content in our blood is close to 83%. The total water content is close to 83% because our red blood cell contain water, and 55% of the plasma is water. It is electricity and water currents circulate blood, making water indispensable to excellent circulation. So if you are not drinking water, if you are not drinking 2 or 3 liters a day, you are not helping your cell thrive. You are taking away what your cell need to function properly. So if it's to be, it is up to you. Drinking water is up to you. Not soda, not Pepsi, not Sprite. I used to do that when I used to drink a lot of those, but it came with nothing but sugar. You need water. The water, the electrolyte water that will give you the power, pressure, strength, and force to help you thrive. Okay. Also, mothers who fail to drink, again, if you're expecting and you fail to drink enough water or the right kind of water during gestation, we're talking about electrolyte rich water. Okay. This will cause some problem for you. How many women during gestation throw up every time they drink water? And it's not healthy for the baby. You should not be throwing up. If they tell you, oh, it happens because you're pregnant, that's a lie. You should not be throwing up. It means you have not been drinking water all your life. And now all of a sudden, when you drink water during the time you need it most, you need water before you're throwing up. So drink water now. Not when you get pregnant, now, so that you prepare your body well for that gestation period. Okay, so what are we doing for infectious disease? 78% of our platelets weight is water, and 90% of each interferon and white blood cells, T cells, basophil, lymphocyte, and neutrophils is water. Therefore, every person who has herpes, HIV, hepatitis, influenza has a serious water shortage problem. The same goes for people who have typhoid, malaria, and fungus. So you see where water plays a role in ending infectious diseases? Nobody told you this, but symptometry is sharing it with the world. You need water. Pharmaceuticals are missing the point. That's why they cannot make a dent in their fight against HIV and herpes. That's why symptometry signs will help you to get rid of HIV and herpes. Okay? Again, in 1980, influenza epidemic claimed over 6 million lives. COVID-19, which we got in 2020, killed millions. When the solution was not and is not vaccination, this is what happened when people study organic chemistry and pharmacology. They were wrong sciences for cellular health. Okay, so again, drinking water will reduce diseases, and I've shared that with you on that. Okay, and then malaria. People who has infectious and communicable disease because they don't have enough water. Again, the storyline is water, water, water. The water we're talking about are the water that have electrolytes. Okay? So when you have The mosquito lay eggs in pond and stagnant water. Um, you know, this means bites and transmit plasmodium, which causes malaria only to people with gooey blood. Such people with gooey blood don't drink enough water. Why is it that the mosquito bites you all the time, but it doesn't bite somebody else? Because your blood is not flowing at the speed of light. It's gooey. You're not drinking enough water. Water, water, water. We are made of water. You need to be drinking water. Okay? Government worldwide in tropical countries have been fighting malaria for the past 3,000 years because their physician keep missing the point. All a person has to do is to drink 3 liters of electrolyte rich water daily, and they will not have a malaria problem. But how many people are doing that? How many people are hypnotized by Coca-Cola, Sprite, ginger ale, all kinds of things that they sell at the market, but they are not drinking water? We've been hypnotized. So the earlier you get out of the hypnosis, the better off you're going to be. So how do you end anemia? Okay, I see people seeking iron tonic because they are anemic. Either take folic acid, vitamin C, ferrous iron, zinc to correct the anemia without knowing anything about the water content in the red blood cells and platelets. Other people wonder why they have sickle cell trait or full-blown sickle cell disease. What is the world coming to? Anemic people have a serious water shortage, not an iron deficiency problem. Weak immune system. A lot of physiologists who coined the term weak immune system do not study water science. They are unaware that our red bone marrow must have lots of water to produce robust white blood cells containing 90% water. They must produce robust white blood cell containing 90% water. People with low white blood cell count often do not know why, but hopefully they will understand that symptometry do have the solution to help them. And all you have to do is drink that water, and call symptometry will help you with your anemic, will help you with your sickle blood cell thing that is claiming a lot of lives in our communities. We have the solution. Okay? Others blame God for their leukemia or low bone density and all that stuff. But blame no one, but blame yourself for screwing you up. You are the architect of your health. You are the driver's seat in your health. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, do not drink water. You drink the water every day. You drink the sodas. So if you're sick, don't blame God. God doesn't have anything to do with that. It is you who did it. So please, before you blame God, ask yourself, have I been drinking water lately? What kind of water have I been drinking? Am I drinking the electrolyte rich water that will help my cells to function? If you are not doing that, I will tell you, run to the grocery store and buy yourself the electrolyte rich water. Okay? Anyone who wants to know about water or the truth about human body, cells, water, blood, cellular health, has one place to turn, and that place is symptometry. You know, we are here in the state of Illinois, all over. We have coaches that can help you to help you with your health. And we have a doctor who can, any disease that come on your plate, if you're willing to do the hard work, because symptometry is not just popping particulates and molecules. You have to change the paradigm of who you are. You have to be able to want to cook scientifically. You want to eat scientifically. You want to prepare your food scientifically. Because what you do with the food that goes into your mouth plus water can make a difference. But water is indispensable. And what we find out today is that a lot of us are not drinking water. And do yourself a favor by drinking 2 to 3 liters of electrolyte rich water every day. And you see what it will do to your life. So, Brother Saheed, if you have anything to add, we know that we have the solution for water shortages.
Excellent job, Mrs. Rita. Excellent job. Absolutely amazing, brother and sister.
Yes.
You should have questions for our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor. We often say that we are made of water, and everybody knows this, Ms. Rita. Made of water, but we don't want to drink water.
Mm-hmm.
As many females that I work with and help,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I find out from them, they don't lack water. Oh, I like to drink tea.
Mm-hmm.
They're not aware that the
Exactly.
poison that's in tea, all tea, well, even the green tea, yes. Even the herbal tea, I said yes. Poison in all of them. And once you add something to water, it's not water anymore.
It's
You can't
concoction.
have juice added to water. Oh, I get my water from drinking fruit juices. No, you don't. There's no biological water, bioavailable water in fruit juices. Well, I get my water when I eat fruits. I eat a lot of fruits. Yeah, that's why you're sick too. But no water is coming from fruit. You have to drink water to get water, brother and sister. Don't be fooled by these people have all these different products to sell you, even fruits and nuts and seeds. They have products to sell you. They're $1 billion industry. That's what they need your dollar for.
Mhm.
At the same time, you are getting sicker and sicker and sicker. No one have any answer for you.
Mhm.
We're made of water, and we should prepare or repair ourselves with what we're made of. We can solve many health issues, brother and sister, if we drink the right water and drink the right amount of water. We are made of water. I mean,
Yes.
how can you not understand that? So we're going to take a short break. Then we're going to come back and see if anyone have any questions for you. Just hold.
Salamu alaikum. I do.
Oh, assalamualaikum.
We're coming right back. We're going to take a short break.
All right.
We can pay some bills and share some more information. But for those people who have questions for our guests, we are so happy that you do. Please do not go anywhere at all. Matter of fact, take a moment to call someone, do a 2-way or 3-way, connect with them so they can benefit. You know how many problems we can solve by drinking the right amount of water and the right water? Water is very important for a human being. Don't forget it. You have many health issues if you don't have the water. So brothers and sisters, we'll be right back. You with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor and Ms. Yvette Dean, with all the certified symptometry health coaching. We'll be right back. Thank you.
After 30 years of research, the results are in. Consumption of certain foods can be harmful to your physical and mental health. When diagnosed with a terminal illness and given a low chance of survival, Dr. Maxwell Nardi had a deep feeling that food had caused cirrhosis of his liver. When no cure was available through medication, after years of extensive laboratory research, he invented symptometric science and used it to save his life. Through research, Dr. Nardi discovered that some common foods are harmful to the human immune system. and that overconsumption can destroy stem cells. Stem cells govern the immune system and vital organs like the liver, heart, and kidneys. Dr. Nardi's research offers cures for diseases, body aches, hair, and memory loss. He discovered by eating the right foods, necessary energy is created to help live a long, healthy life. Results from his incredible research is now available in the book, What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables, now available through Amazon and Kindle. Listen to these verified Amazon customer reviews. 5 out of 5 stars. Very good information, mind-blowing. This book really opens your mind. It's a very short read. Once I started reading, I couldn't stop, so I finished it in one setting. I recommend this book for all. Thank you, Dr. Maxwell Nardi. Learn how to live a more healthy life today. Order What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables by Dr. Maxwell Nardi at Amazon and Kindle.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters, with Abdul Shaheed, your host of Optimal Health on AM 360. We also have our guests, Mrs. Rita Taylor and Ms. Yvette Dean. We're all certified symptometry health coach. And I keep repeating that because that's very, very important, symptometry. And we're on our way to be a symptometry doctors, a sales doctor, doctors that tell you all about the cells that we're made of. Not only we're made of water, but we're also made of cells. Isn't that amazing? And the cells need water to do everything. There's current in water, electrical current in water. So I think we had 2 people that mention that they might have a question. We have a caller that's a called in user. We certainly appreciate if you print your name there so we can identify you and so we can know who you are and get familiar with you, if you would. But you can go ahead and unmute your mic and ask your question to our guests. Thank you for joining us today.
Salamu alaikum.
Oh, that's Sister Amina. Okay.
It's me, Sister Amina.
You better start identifying yourself. Put your name there. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, my phone is I'm having a lot of difficulties with this phone lately.
That's fine. We all do at some point.
Yeah.
Man-made those things. They're not created by God. They're man-made.
Yes. What I wanted to share and ask about, even though I know a little bit about, this particular ailment and all of that, as you and your wife know, and many in the community know, I've spent most of my career in working in nursing homes. So I've seen, what ails the clients the most,
Yes.
And one of the issues that I just found out about, that someone we know very well, I was talking with her son earlier. I went to meet with her son. Is that there's a sister that we know well in the community. She's getting the beginning stages of dementia. And I said,
yes. Come to symptometry.
The first thing I thought of, they need to go to symptometry.
Exactly.
and reverse that,
Yes.
That's what needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before she gets full-blown Alzheimer's.
Exactly. And she's at a point where she can't, her family members are concerned, her son, and she has some other family members that she lives with, but she asked for my help and another sister's help this weekend with something, and then we found out, you know, and oh my goodness, whew, we found out something else is going on with her. You know, when I gave her my information, you know, the other person's resource that she asked, you know, she needed a resource about. And she said she didn't have a phone. She didn't have her phone anymore, nor did she have transportation. I was like, oh my goodness. So this is where I went with her, to meet with her son today. Like I said, brother Abdul. Yeah, I was gonna call you about it. And then one of the brothers was saying you and your wife were on vacation.
No, we was out of town. We wasn't on vacation. We just went to visit our son.
Okay. But anyway, I'm going to call you. I'm about to call you because it's somebody we know that is very prominent in the community. When I tell you, you're going to be like, oh, my goodness.
I'm never surprised.
I'm never surprised. Right. But anyway, I just want to ask about, because I know Dr. Narty's done a lot of work in the area of, you know, helping people with Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yes.
and you know what they need to do, but is not drinking enough water part of the cause of it?
Absolutely.
And I'll hang up and listen.
Yes.
So I'll hang up and listen. That's what I was asking. Salamu alaikum.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to hear your voice again. It's been a while. Yes, Brother Shaheed will help you with that dementia thing about water, incredible water. The water, the electrolyte water. Does Amina, do you know the water I'm talking about? Are you there? I think she dropped off. But I mean, the electrolyte water.
Yes, the electrolyte enriched
do you know
water.
the water I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Exactly. That is okay. That is the water that we need to be drinking 2 to 3 liters, 3 bottles a day. And you your organs and your high blood pressure, your diabetes, and all stuff, it will do that. So invest in that water and tell that person also to drink water. He's not drinking water. We are made of water.
And I'm gonna do that again. I will let her son and the person that she's living with, the caretaker, I'll let them both know, you know, that they need to you know, I'll give them all the symptometry's information.
Excellent.
So I just wanted to say that. Salamu alaikum.
Anyone else have a question for our guest before she has to leave? Only book us for another few minutes. Anyone else have a question or a comment? Doesn't have to be a question, it can be a comment. It could be said, Ms. Rita did an excellent job. We certainly learned a lot from the information you shared. It can be a comment.
Yes, I have a comment question about water also.
Yes.
So let's see here. So you mentioned to drink 2 to 3 liters a day, right? Now,
yes,
that like
yes, ma'am.
That's specific
yes, ma'am.
to an individual, right? Because if they're having like issues, we don't want to drink that much. So we have to, you know, be like if a person have kidney issues, they can't drink 3 liters of water. So they have to go with, you know, the recommended from their doctor. Okay. That's all. Because that's very important.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So their doctor,
I hear you. Yeah, but that person also, if they have kidney issues, they get the directions. They still need water. Look, I have issues. To tell the truth, I have issues, but I drink it because I know what it's doing to my body, and I'm working with Dr. Nati to help me with that issue. so that I can drink the water. I'm not allowing that issue to prevent me from not drinking water. Do you hear what I mean? Because I know that eventually that issue will be resolved and my body will still be filled with the electrolyte rich water. So yes, they can get that information from the doctors, but still drinking that water will help them with the kidneys anyway, because the dirt and the debris in the kidneys will come out. The water help it to kind of flow all the inertia that you have in your body that needs to come out. So in a way, it will help you. But I do not let a problem. If you have a problem, symptometry will help you repair that, and so that you'll be able to drink the water. I don't allow that problem not to allow you to drink water. You need to repair it, fix it, and that way you can continue the water, because water is a must. We need to drink water. We need to drink water. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I can't
yeah, that's
see.
I'd like to comment on that too, Ms. Rita and Ms. Yvette. The person has a kidney issue. Being on dialysis is not going to resolve it. So they need to do what they need to do to repair their kidneys, to remove the congestion in the kidneys. Those nephrons are clogged, sedimentary sludge from their food, from the water, from all kind of other impurities that they've been breathing in. So now they have chronic kidney disease. They can't drink water or a small amount of water. But that's not going to resolve their problem. The problem is that the nephrons are clogged. They're 50%, 60%, whatever the case might be. And going on dialysis is not going to remove the sedimentary sludge, not going to unclog them. And reducing the amount of water intake is going to add to their problem as well. And this is what the doctors do not know. We're made of water. And the reason why they have kidney problem is because they weren't drinking enough water from the beginning. Now they're in a situation. The best option for them is to come to symptometry, to ionize the kidneys, to remove what's blocking the nephrons. That's compromising them. It's all about the cells. The kidney cell. They're compromised. That's why the person EGFR ratio or rate is below 60. And see, when it got to 60, they should have started doing something. But people don't pay any attention to the numbers. They don't know their numbers. And the rate and their kidney capacity kept reducing.
Yeah,
now it's down to about 15 or 20.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just that there are people who have drank so much water that they have died because they drank so much water so fast. I mean, like we know here in symptometry that in the morning is the best time to drink. The first liter is in the morning. Okay, but you gradually drink it. You don't just gobble up 3 liters of water in one day, because
most people are not going to do that anyway. They can't.
No.
They're not going to stop eating what they're eating in one day. It's a transition. I couldn't do it in one day.
Throughout the whole day.
Yes, I started with a half one and a whole one.
Yeah.
And 1.5.
Wrong, because
I got it up to 3.
You know.
Yes, it's a transition. You're absolutely correct.
Make sure you have directions, there, because people will go overboard.
Okay.
Right?
Right. And see, that's where they should have a health coach, and they consult their doctor.
Yeah.
Because what we're giving out here, the information is for the majority of the people. We have everything is based on their condition. So we send out that disclaimer, the scientific based on the person's condition.
The disclaimer, because check with your doctor, because
yes,
people,
But we also know that the person needs to have their condition addressed. This is the important part. The doctor treats symptoms. So the cells are not being addressed. So the first option is to take care of your cells. The person did not do that. Now they're in a chronic situation. So either way, they're stuck. Rock in a hard place. Because if the cells do not get what they need, the kidney dialysis machine is not going to help them. This is the point I want to make. They need to address the needs of their kidney cells and stop ignoring the kidney cell. This is what we have to do in every cell. If it's our eyes, stop ignoring the eyes. Our doctor cannot restore your vision. They give you glasses. They do surgery. We have to go down to the bottom, address the needs of the eye cells. And it's every other case, and it's every case in our body. We're made of cells, over 100 different types of cells. And we are responsible. The doctor not responsible. I know you need to follow your doctor advice, but you're responsible. You're the responsible party for your own health, for your own body. And no one is coming to save you. You know, these are the facts, brothers and sisters. You can play around with your life if you want and put it in the wrong hands of a physician. That's up to you. I'm not doing it. I stopped doing it. And we had to get the education that we need, so we know what we need to do.
I have some tips. Okay. Well, let me add something to what he was saying and what Brother Saheed said. Yes, the 3 liters of water is not, you drink it along the way during the day, basically. So it's not, you cannot, it's not like you drink, no, you can't. Even the 1 liter, it takes you a while to get it through your system, and then you slowly you do the rest. So it is incremental as you go. And as Brother Saheed is saying, if a person have a kidney problem, as my husband did, you need to ionize that first.
Yes, for sure.
Because if you don't ionize, you will be on dialysis. And once you're on dialysis, it's over. It means that, you're dead, basically. It means you're going to go for what they call the transplant. And how long does it take for you to get a transplant? Years. So the situation is, come to some kind of
Your phone is breaking up, Miss Rita. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think your phone is breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
That's much better. I don't know what you did.
Did we?
Okay.
Did we?
Okay. And so if you,
I think we shrunk. Go ahead. So I think we shrunk. It seemed like with the picture smaller. But go ahead.
Okay. So if you come to symptometry and they ionize your kidneys and everything else, you will be better. And that way you will continue to drink the water, because you need water though. Regardless, you need water. And you can drink the water. As I said, I have an issue. I'm ionizing myself.
Yeah, your phone is breaking up, Miss Rita.
Breaks up.
Your device is breaking up big time now. It's breaking up big time, Miss Rita. We don't understand anything you're saying. We can't make out anything that you're saying. So I don't know what happened, but your device is, your audio is breaking up.
Okay.
So we're sharing Ms. Rita information now. She's a certified symptometry health coach, has completed the master program at the American School of Symptometry and the doctorate program to be a SD, symptometry doctor. And we're sharing her information. Her email address is info@pregnancymadeeasy.com. Phone number 469-609-0368. And our website is pregnancymadeeasy.com. Her specialty is pregnancy management. If you know someone who's thinking about having a baby, who's interested in having a baby and getting pregnant, you need to speak with her. So the woman or the mother to be can prepare herself, prepare her cells, prepare her enzyme, prepare the forces and power, the pressure, the speed, all these resources in her to have a baby smoothly and easily and without trauma. and without those long distance labor pain. Come to symptometry. So we can produce more law-abiding citizens, more smart, intelligent human beings. This is what we need to do, brothers and sisters. So we have a specialty at the American School of Symptometry. Pregnancy management is one of them. And Mrs. Rita is specializing in pregnancy management, how to have a healthy, fine-tuned baby, ready to be educated, smart, intelligent. It just doesn't just happen. It's all in accordance with what the mother is doing. So please get the necessary information that's needed. We don't have to be ignorant now. We have knowledge available for all of us. But it means nothing if we don't take advantage of it. It means nothing if we don't use it. So, brothers and sisters, we thank you for joining us today. Anybody else have a question for Ms. Rita? Anyone else before she has to go? Well, we certainly appreciate you sharing with us today, Ms. Rita. And we look forward to you coming back again on next week. And like she might have already left, huh? Yeah, she already left. So, brothers and sisters, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back, Miss Yvette and myself, to share more information about optimal health and to answer any of your questions. To answer any of your questions, we'll be right back. Thank you.
Every anomaly has a cause. For generations, we've only scratched the surface of understanding mental health. Dr. Maxwell Nardi, using the pioneering science of symptometry, delves deeper than ever before, catering to the needs of cells and blood, not just symptoms. With a fresh new approach, uncover the building blocks of your health. Redefining health science. Discover the underlying causes of mental anomalies. The book that's changing everything we know about health. Available now. Take charge of your health journey.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters, with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Ms. Yvette Dean, that's still sticking around with us. Anyone have any question about what we discussed earlier or any other health condition? This is a good time to address any question anyone might have. Anyone else have a question?
Yes, water was a great topic today, and it's very, very important. I'm glad we talked about that today, because it's very important to make sure that we drink more water than soda, than our kids' juices. The fruit juices are terrible for our kids. It has the wrong acids. Okay, we think we're, giving them something good by giving them, those little hand juices and sippy juices, but no, we are harming them. We're harming their joints, okay? Their tendons. Bad acids, okay? Fruit acids, mainly fruit acids is one of the worst acids we can give ourselves in our systems. Okay, so water is very and much more healthier, especially the electrolyte water is much healthier than fruit juices for our kids. Okay, I just wanted to add that regarding the water situation.
Yes, water is very, very important Very important. And all food is not the same, brother and sister. That means also all water is not the same. All fruits and vegetables are not the same. So Centometry have used chromatography research and
Yes.
analyzed food, beverages, water to determine the one that's best for our cells. There's all kind of water on the market. Water is a billion-dollar industry.
Yes.
And like every day, Miss Yvette, they have more different types of water on the market. Every time you go to the store, that's a different water you find there.
Yes, it is.
And people are so confused. What do you do?
What do you do?
At one point, you said, "Oh, alkalize the body. You won't have a disease." I fell for that. I was drinking high alkaline water.
I fell for it too.
And I asked the person today, "What's the pH of your blood?" I don't know. Well, why are you drinking 10.5 water then?
Because they say it's good for us.
And I asked them, who is they? They that sell it for water?
TV, radio.
Exactly. They know nothing about health.
News.
They did not study the cell. We're showing ourselves on our screen now. This is the most important part of us, brothers and sisters. The cells are in charge. And when they are compromised, we're going to be sick. There's no doubt about it. We are sick because we did not take care of ourselves. We're sick because we didn't know what to do. Nobody taught us. We're sick because mankind started out in the wrong direction. In the very beginning, you didn't know anything about food. We think food is going to save us. No, it's not. Food is a necessary evil. And we have to understand, well, we should understand. We don't have to understand any of this. But if you want to continue to live and be the best that you can be and not have to suffer from sickness and disease and be overcome by disease and end up dying from them, we have to get some knowledge and fast because we're being taken advantage of. I'm sorry. We're being taken advantage of because we don't know. We're being victimized because we don't know. Food do not reverse diseases. Isn't this right, Ms. Yvette? Food do not reverse diseases. We think, oh, I'll eat this diet, eat that. It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It's going to reverse your disease anyway.
Or make you healthy.
No, it's not going to make you healthy. Food is a necessary evil.
Especially these
energy molecule, sustainable energy. That's all. The nutrient, the micronutrient, the macronutrient, not even there anymore. They've disappeared from the food. Once you cook them and once you combine them with other foods, they are gone. They disappeared. They left the scene.
Yeah, but you know, people say, that's what I said, this is what drew me to vegetarian. See, Shaheed, that they were saying, well, when you cook vegetables, that the nutrients disappear. So why cook it? Let's eat it raw.
The thing about that, Ms. Yvette, what few nutrients are there are locked. They're locked up in the cellular fiber.
Yes.
They're locked up by gluten and gluten. They're locked. So if you don't apply tremendous heat, those few that's there won't even be available.
That's right.
And then we add so much to the food to make it taste good.
But they
add all kind of stuff to the food.
But this is how they get us to follow their diet.
Yes.
See, this is why we have to be earth smart and we have to be health smart to avoid the booby traps that we are being trapped. Okay, we have to avoid those. You have to have this health knowledge to understand that you're being bamboozled.
Absolutely, because food will not reverse diseases. Once you have a disease, you have to do something else. The drugs won't reverse it. The food won't reverse it. Herbs won't reverse it. We've done all those things.
Yes, we have.
I'm pretty safe to say that everyone on this call, everyone participating here today, have done all of those things, and we still stuck with our problem.
Yes.
Because there's more to it than that.
Yes, it is.
First, we have to remove the garbage, the sludge, the concretion,
Mm-hmm.
You have to open the cell back up. They're calcified. They're on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
This little tiny thing here,
Yes.
the size of the 1/50 of a pinhead, is invisible. We can't see it. We need a microscope to see them. But they're like factory, Miss Yvette, tiny factory that produce all of our brain is central, our body is central, and our cell is central. And when they cannot do those things, then they send us a sign. They speak to us in symptom language. We get a
Yes.
pain, we get a
Mm-hmm.
sensation, we
Yes.
get congestion.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened to us. The cells are communicating. Look, Mr. Man, Miss Lady, I have a problem. I can get you better, but you have to help me to get you better. If you start focusing on the needs of my cell, then the cell will restore health. It's not going to happen any other way.
That's
So
right.
if the cells are congested, we have now subatomic particles. They are called particulates.
Yes.
Been around hundreds of years.
Yes.
And no one told us about them before symptometry.
Mm-hmm. We have another way to stay healthy. Okay, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, right? To stay healthy.
That's right. How to stay healthy.
To stay healthy. And I'll be glad to start or...
Already had Miss Yvette. Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, so today I would like to talk about how to stay healthy. Who do not want to know how to stay healthy, right? We all do, right?
No, I do.
It's exciting. We want to know how to stay healthy. Health just excites me because, you know, sickness don't. So I'm not excited about
that's
health.
a bummer. To be sick is a bummer. You can't smile. You can't do what you need to do.
Right, right. You want to be happy, energetic, you know, daily. This is why we study health, right? This is why we all want to be healthy, because sickness is not a joke at all. And it hurts, it's painful. So any knowledge that I can get from the cellular level, okay, I want to know. This is what we're teaching you today. Okay, so you know, there's no two ways to stay healthy. There is no two ways to stay healthy. There's only one way, which is sad but true. It entails viewing symptoms as indicators, not of nutrient loss. Let me repeat that. There's only one way to stay healthy, and this entails viewing symptoms as indicators of nutrient loss. Meaning if you have a symptom, okay, a nutrient in that area is missing.
Yes.
What happened to it? It's missing. They indicate when the stock of macronutrients, which is the larger nutrients, and micronutrients, which is the smaller ones, are depleted. Meaning the cells do not have any nutrients in that area, is why you are having a symptom. So when that symptom happens, it requires immediate replenishment. Immediate. And how can you replenish micronutrients, okay, with food? You can't.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Because food has nutrients and non-nutrients. Remember that. If you're eating food that's going to knock out the micronutrients, okay, heavy metals, foods with heavy metals, cereals, and other things like that, if you're going to eat that for breakfast and expect to eat something with nutrients, you're not going to get it because the heavy metals is going to knock it out. So this is how your body can be depleted. This is why symptoms occur, because we eat the wrong foods that won't give our cells enough chance to get the nutrients because we knocked it out before it can get to the cells. all the impurities in the blood, the sludge in the blood, will not let lightweight nutrients get to the cells. We are made of cells, not pharmaceutical drugs. Cells require fuel. And this fuel comprised of macronutrients and micronutrients. Food never supplies nutrients. It supplies energy resources. It supplies energy resources. Let me repeat that. Let me start over.
Yes, very, very important.
Food never supplies nutrients. It supplies energy resources such as protein, starch, sugar, oil, and fat, also known as the food groups. The notion that food supplies nutrients is a misconception, if not an outright lie.
Mm.
We are food, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Food every day.
Research has made us really think about what we put in our mouths. Now, food does supply energy. It does supply some resources, but you have to know how to cook it to get the 10% that our cells need for the energy and the resources, the starch, the oil, because we've made of water and oil. We need those things. So food can supply those, but again, if we choose the wrong foods, we'll never get our 10%. And the way America eats today, no wonder we have sickness in the world. And I'm guilty too. I was right there because I had no knowledge. I was right there with you, but I took a step forward. I took a step forward and decided that I need more knowledge about myself, about how I was made up through cells, DNA, genes. This is what a human being is made of. And this is how we should be treated when we're sick, when we have symptoms. We need nutrients and resources. Nutrients are detected in isolated foods that are run through chromatography machines. The same machine fails to detect any nutrients after cooking and mixing. Can you believe that? After cooking and mixing your food, nutrients is not detected. So when you eat scientifically, we tell you to put an onion inside of your food when you're cooking it. Because after your food is cooked, or while your food is cooking with the onion will draw what nutrients that left us, it will draw some back into the food where our cells can get that 10%. If we do not combine it with heavy metal foods, which is why I teach scientific eating and living. Okay, so people will know how to combine their foods so that nutrients can reach the cells. It's very important to know what foods to cook, when to cook them, how often you should eat them, and what you should eat them with. That's very important. This is called scientific eating and living.
Absolutely.
Revelation now explains why food can never repair our bones, our joints, teeth, and other body structures. Never. It will never repair those. We have been food for 3.8 million years and still counting.
Mm-hmm.
What we were told about food was and still is a big lie. You know,
Absolutely.
chromographic research tells the truth. It's backed by science. We're not just up here shooting a breeze.
Hmm.
It's backed by science. It can be verified. This is amazing. Amazing. According to the chromography, food contains energy. This is what I tell you about the non-nutrients, poisons, and alkaloids. Let me repeat that. According to the chromographic research, food contains energy. This is why we eat food only for energy. And like I say, a few nutrients, poisons, and alkaloids. All that is in food. So how can it make us healthy with poisons and alkaloids?
Can't.
And the more we eat poisons and alkaloids, we're going to have a symptom because the nutrient is not able to get to the cells due to the poisons and alkaloids that's in foods. Okay? This makes a lot of sense because we often lack energy and become grumpy when we are hungry. How many of us come grumpy when we're hungry? How many of us are grumpy? Like, go eat something. You're getting kind of grumpy there. When did the last time you ate? Go eat something. You know? Go eat something and relax. Okay? But it's important to eat the right thing for your health, not just anything. However, after eating, we tend to smile more and we're happy now. And we are generally nicer to others. Just picture that, right? We grumpy and now we eating, we happy, we smiling,
Exactly.
you know? So we're generally nicer to others when we have a full stomach, but we got to make sure we eat the right things. Okay? So we needed a machine, a chromographic machine, what you call it, the gas one too, to show
Gas,
us.
paper, liquid.
Yes, to show us the truth about food because no one else was telling us. They got us in this same paragon over and over and over, making money, making us sick. That's not fair. But you know now, those of you who are here today, are blessed even more than you already are blessed just for being here.
Absolutely. Getting the truth.
Because now you know a little bit more about your health. Now you know. Health is a reward, ladies and gentlemen. It's a reward. And what a reward. What a reward is health. Okay, so let's talk about the mouth. The mouth. The most important thing about our health is our mouth. Because what we put in our mouth is either going to help us or it's going to kill us.
Right.
So it's important to pay attention to your mouth, that you put in your mouth. Don't just go grab anything because your stomach is growling. No. Because later you're going to feel that symptom. Okay? Be very careful what you eat. Most people have dental problems, gum issues, oral health problems. All those require macronutrients such as calcium. Again, macro is the big ones, such as calcium, iodine, fluoride, and chlorine, as well as the micronutrients that can only be supplied by Pacific Himalayan products, which are particulates.
Mm-hmm.
Particulates give you micronutrients because it has power, strength, and pressure to push it past all the poisons and heavy metals. It blunts the heavy metals and it zooms the micronutrients right to the cells that need them. This is why we have a 90% cure rate.
Absolutely.
It ain't rocket science. We have a 90% cure rate. This is symptometric science. Rocket science is that science that we gotta be careful of and, think twice. But symptometric science is all you need. Okay? Himanian products. So particulates, once it gets into you, it zooms right to the symptom area and releases the micronutrients to the cell. And then permeases, modifies it, and enters it into the cells. This is why it's important to protect your enzymes. This is where scientific eating comes in too. Okay, because we need to bring the food in to help support the particulates, okay, to heal. But you got to be careful. You got to know how to cook the food properly, how to make sure that you're creating more enzymes, surplus, than a negative in your body. This is why we also eat scientifically. Okay, so it's wonderful. There's nothing a dentist can do for a person who constantly replenishes macronutrients and micronutrients other than clean their teeth and send them away and send them on their way with compliments for having a healthy mouth, healthy gums, and teeth. What about your eyes? When I was telling you earlier about don't give your kids fruit juices, here we go with fruits again. Fruits have sorbitol. This is why I say be careful with giving your kids, even yourself, those juices. Sorbitol is bad on the eyes. You don't want your babies growing up to 16, 10, and all of a sudden they got glasses. You wonder why they got glasses? Now you know. You've been giving them fruits, fruit juices, fruit snacks, and you wonder why they got glasses when they start school. Food is very dangerous. This is why we're telling you guys this, and women. Food is very dangerous. Our eyes are our windows to the world. We are blessed to see, ladies and gentlemen, to see the world around us, to see the stars at night, to see them glow. We can see these things. We can see beautiful nature. Why destroy that? By eating an apple, a banana, eat oranges, drink fruit juices. No, because that sorbitol will destroy your vision. We need our vision. That's part of life. Our eyes are our windows to the world. We want to see this world. This is why we're here on this planet, to protect the world. We want to be able to see it. I do. It's beautiful. It helps us navigate this planet and make choices to be able to see. It affirms our independence. But do people know how to take care of their eyes? No, they don't. What they do, they listen to their doctor. We have been trained, unknowingly trained, to listen to our doctors. But they're people too. They got to go through their protocol, whether it's right or wrong. They have a protocol too. So which one do you listen to? A, B, C, D, E? You got to have knowledge to choose. And we give you this knowledge. It's called the American School of Symptometry. Maybe the coach can put it up. It's called the American School of Symptometry. This is where we learn about our health. This is where we learn how to read blood tests, blood results. This is how we learn at the American School of Symptometry. Who teaches us? We go spend $100, $200, $300 on stuff that is nothing compared to what we can spend it on our health. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going out buying cars, but it's not healthy enough to drive it. What is that? Let's get our health first. Let's get our health healthy first. Then we can go out and buy our new cars. Why? Because now we're able to drive it. We're able to drive it now, healthy, watching the trees, the mountains, nature's beauty, because we're healthy. We're taking care of our eyes. This is where we go for enlightenment. And it's Himalayan products that gives us this glory, this sunshine within us. Okay? Avoid fruits. We don't need it. We do not need fruits. We do not. Fruits are plants' waste. Plants waste. Everybody has waste. So does plants. So does trees. Fruit are plants' waste. They taste good because the sun ripened them, making them sweet and juicy. So it tastes great. But what you're eating is sorbitol. It's a sugar alcohol. It's sweet like sugar, but it will denature our enzymes like alcohol does. This is what fruit has. Let me repeat that. I got to repeat that one too. Fruit has sorbitol. We don't need fruit. Fruit are plants' waste products. They're meant to regrow. When they fall, they're supposed to absorb into the earth to help the tree keep growing and keep growing. It's not meant for us to eat it, even though it's sweet and delicious, but it's not meant for us. It's meant for the trees to keep growing, to keep reproducing the earth. But we have been led to believe that eating fruits and vegetables, eating fruits is wonderful for us. We need fruits. Fruits is healthy. But the downside of fruits is sorbitol, which is a sugar alcohol. It sweetens like sugar, but it denatures our enzymes like alcohol does. Drinking alcohol denatures our enzymes. Okay? This is what fruit does. Along with destroys your ligaments, joints. If you're a sports player or have sports players in the family, or upcoming sports player, do not give them fruit and fruit juices. Stay away from fruits. Sorbitol is the eye's worst enemy. Yes, sorbitol. You never knew that, right? You never knew that. That sorbitol is the eye's worst enemy. I don't like that. You know, the eye, to mess with your eyes, you can't see. You know, and people who are blind, you know, I really feel for them, you know, and you know, proud of them because they're able to navigate this world blind. So, you know, hands up to all the people who cannot see. Hands up, because you have a job, that's different. You have to keep navigating this world blind. Okay, but we can help you here at Symptometry. It may take a while, but we can help you. But for those who are not blind and do not have problems with the eye, look at sorbitol. Look at fruits. Sorbitol collapses the capillaries that supply the oxygenated blood to the corneal cells and the iris cells, the retina cells, the optic cells, the visual cortex cells, among others. Once blood and oxygen are cut off, blurriness begins. You ever been blurry? Sometimes you see double vision. That means either your blood pressure is high, which means oxygen is being cut off, and it means your blood and oxygen are being cut off from your eyes, slowly but surely, because now you're blurry. You need glasses. I wear glasses, I do, but I'm working on it. I'm taking particulars to work to clean all these nerves from the congestion, debris that's around my eyes. Symptometry can help you now. Followed by seeing sensation, double vision, tearing a lot. If you tear a lot, you ever seen people tearing? They ain't crying, they just tearing. They're not crying, they're just tearing. That's because they eat a lot of fruits. Because we were fooled thinking that they are healthy. This is why it's important to learn about your health. The eye doctors, what they do, what they call them, optometrists, they use equipment to check your eyes. Then what? They'll give you what? A saline solution and send you on your way with instructions to see him in what, a year? A year. But you're still blurry. Nothing has been resolved. Next, they're gonna say, hey, let's get surgery. There's thousands of capillaries in the eyes, thousands. And most of them has collapsed. And when they collapse, what they do? They prescribe you glasses. Now you wear glasses because our capillaries are collapsed. Now, like I say, I wear glasses when reading. Now I can take them off. If I'm not reading, I'm good to go. But I would like to be good to go when I'm reading too. So this is why now I'm preventing dimness for the rest of my life. I don't want to go blind. I don't want to wear triple, quadruple bifocals either. There's a way now, ladies and gentlemen, to protect our eyes. We have Himanian products with speed, pressure, and force to remove debris from around the iris of the eyes. Our founder is approaching his 74th birthday, and he does not wear glasses at all. Amazing. To be 74 and do not wear glasses? What? That's amazing. Amazing. He must be doing something right. Must be doing something right. So if you want to be healthy, consider each symptom as a loss of macronutrients and micronutrients, and start replenishing right away, immediately, so you can be healthy. This is how to be healthy. I'm teaching you now how to be healthy, but this is just the surface. You got to go to the school. Okay, that's where more in-depth teaching is. Okay? So the mouth is the gateway to the entire body. Let me repeat that. The mouth is the gateway to the entire body. Followed by the nose is the gateway to the lungs. The nose is the gateway to the lungs, and the mouth is the gateway to the entire body. The macronutrients and the micronutrients for the mouth also apply to the blood vessels, the brain, the spleen, the gallbladder, the nose, large intestines, small intestines, the pancreas, on, thyroid, liver, nails and hair. We got to get these macronutrients and micronutrients in our bodies, in our cells, so our nails won't break. We won't get baldy on the sides and in the back, and mostly at the top, the crown. That's what most people start off with, baldness, is the crown of the top of the head. We're lacking nutrients, ladies and gentlemen, nutrients. So, it's important, that we also do prevention. Prevention. Prevention is key. Not only do we help you heal, we also do prevention. Prevention. And prevention is better than sickness, than being sick. Okay? People want to be healthy, but they are often confused on how to be healthy. And we're here to unconfuse you. Okay? So we can help you be healthier. So stay tuned, okay, for more weekly shows like this. And if you have any questions, you can ask them. I'll be happy to answer them for you. I can't hear you, Coach Shaheed.
I was saying excellent.
Thank you.
How to stay healthy.
Yes.
Brothers and sisters, we've been on this destiny for a long time, all of us.
Long time.
Trying to figure out what to do, what to drink, what to avoid, all these different things. Now we have a science that's teaching us how to stay healthy and how to navigate planet Earth. Planet Earth, nobody told us, Miss Yvette, that was loaded with poison, toxic, microbes, all kinds of negative energy everywhere. No one told us this.
Nope.
Now we're learning.
Yes.
Now we learn to protect ourselves. That's why we have to have knowledge to protect ourselves.
Yes.
If you don't have knowledge, you're vulnerable. This is the human being. We protect ourselves with knowledge, with information, verifiable science. Animals have instinct. The Almighty Creator bless us with intelligence. But if we don't produce neurons and neurotransmitter every single day, well, we won't be intelligent. So much of the food that we'll be eating and the beverages we're drinking and alcohol and smoking marijuana, all these things will prevent us from producing neurons and neurotransmitter and from producing enzymes to take care of ourselves. And we'll be making bad choices. And that's why we're in this mess, making bad choices. Whatever problem we have, it is because of a choice that we made.
Yes.
So therefore, we have to produce all 12 neurotransmitters and neurons by the billions every day. It is our cells that help us to do that. And we need oxygen in those cells every day. So what we eat, what we drink, and the chemical and substance, we often say that we expose ourselves to will affect our cells, will block them from getting the macronutrients and the micronutrients to carry out their work. And they first have to produce energy to do their work. If they don't have energy, we won't have energy. If they are congested, we'll be congested.
Yes.
Brothers and sisters, we're made of cells. So the more we learn how to take care of them, the better our health will be. And that's why we have symptoms. It's not something for the doctor to treat. It's for us to understand what the cells are telling us. Now we have symptomatic science, symptometry, explaining the symptom that our cells are relating to us so we can give them the help that we need to restore normalcy. Brothers and sisters, we don't have to believe this. We can keep doing what we're doing. And we can continue to eat chaotically and expect different results. We can continue to self-medicate with herbs and pharmaceuticals and expect different results. But there won't be any different results.
Nope.
It won't be any different results. We're 70, 80 years old, and some of us more than that. Now, how are we going to get different results after all this time? We have to do something different. We have to begin to think different.
Yes.
Because we have the different diseases that we have because our parents did not know better.
Mm-mm.
And if we don't learn better, our children in the future will not know better. Someone got to start this somewhere. So it might well be with us. We have a paradigm shift in our mindset. Can't keep doing things the way people did things thousands of years ago. Can't keep doing that, making the same mistakes over and over. So the more we learn about ourselves and the more we learn about food, then we can begin to protect ourselves. Food is a necessary evil. Believe it or not. It has a downside.
That's right. He's just a necessary evil. That's right.
Right.
It's necessary, but it's also got an evil side.
It's necessary to eat and remove the garbage and the poison and the concretion after eating. Only symptometry is doing this. Only symptometry is doing this for us. The food don't even have the micronutrient that the cells need for energy production, to reverse symptoms, to reverse diseases, to go to the source of the person's disease. See, here's the thing. We've learned, being a student of symptometry, every disease has a source. It came from somewhere. It just didn't pop out of nowhere. And there are no mystery to diseases. Why allow a disease to take your life? Why? The Almighty did not create a disease. We did by making mistakes. I hope we share some information today that can make you think, make you want to get down to the bottom of what's bothering you in terms of health and disease. Because no one is coming, nobody's going to show up to save us, brothers and sisters. No one is going to show up to save us. We're going to have to do it ourselves. We have to figure this out. And that's what the Almighty have already done. He already prepared us to figure this out. All we have to do is now execute. We have the information. We have the knowledge.
That's right.
All we have to do is now execute. And that's what this show is all about. That's what this program is all about, execution. So we can take care of our brain, which is the command center. When we take care of our brain, we have an excellent mind to make excellent choices, brothers and sisters. That will improve our situation. It is the choices that we're making that gets us in the jam.
Mm-hmm.
Make better choices. We can change our destiny. Walaikum salam. If you have a question or a comment, you need to make it within 30 seconds because we get ready to go off.
Yes, I just wanted to mention where this article that Dr. Nartey had about the verifiable proof of a link between aluminum and Alzheimer's.
Absolutely.
Confirming what you all were saying is true. You know, I'm just reading this one of these small sentences. You know, humans are full of metals. No
Absolutely.
wonder almost everyone is sick or looks ill. No energy, aches and pains, cramps, stiffness. Metals are in all cereals, nuts, seeds, and grains.
Absolutely.
But our focus is on aluminum, nothing else. Why? So I was just confirming, you know, like what you all are saying is true
Yes.
as far, you know, what we eat, you know, is what's
That's our problem.
causing
That's it.
Our
our
problem.
problem.
And no one
All
ever knew
right.
that. No one ever knew it. Now we know. Now,
Right.
what are we going to do about it?
Yes.
Right,
Eat
right.
scientifically, cook our food scientifically,
Yes.
and eat what's necessary.
Yes.
Don't load the food with a lot of garbage
Mm-mm.
that you can't remove. Because that's
That's
what's going to
right.
make you sick.
That's right. And thank you, Amina, for
Absolutely. Go
checking
to
out
that
the
website.
website, you know, every
Yeah.
week. Thank you for that. You know, going there, getting knowledge, you know, staying healthy. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Glad to hear.
Absolutely amazing, Sister Amina. We encourage everyone to go to the website of the American School of Symptometry. That website is amsos.org. Absolutely amazing. Many articles posted there. You can get a thorough education and begin to protect yourself. How to stay healthy, anesthesia, and the cancer risk for going under the knife, the downside of anesthesia, the downside of surgery, healthy longevity. How do you get not just living a long time, but having your health at the same time? How did that happen? Iron in women, low iron in women. Why die prematurely? Why allow disease to take you out? That doesn't have to happen today. We have the knowledge now to reverse those disease, put things back to normalcy. But it's up to you to do it. We're all responsible for our own body, for our own health. Brothers and sisters, it has been our pleasure to share the knowledge of optimal health with you today, along with our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, that was here earlier, and Miss Yvette Dean. We all are certified symptometry health coach and student at the American School of Symptometry, be SD, Doctor of Symptometry Doctor. Absolutely amazing. Brothers and sisters, we had our information up earlier. We're going to share it one more time so we can make our exit for the next program that's coming on after us, which is Mali Ali Kuli High, and the host is Imam Abdul Aziz. So, brothers and sisters, if you have a need for a certified symptometry health coach, here's our information right here. My wife and I both are certified symptometry health coaches, Abdul and Shafiqa Shaheed. See my email address, ashaheed2@gmail.com. See the phone number, 470-755-6506. The Almighty wants us healthy and alive, not sick and dying. These are the facts, brothers and sisters. These are the facts. Miss Rita Taylor, you see her information. She specializes in pregnancy management. To have an excellent, healthy, law-abiding citizen, the baby. That's what we need to produce. We don't need any more demons, any more monsters. We don't need any more. We got the world already full of them.
Yes.
See her information. And our other guest, Miss Yvette Dean.
Yes.
Her email address, coachvet at 2019@gmail.com. And she specializes in scientific recipe.
Eating and living, yes.
Eating and living, scientific eating, scientific cooking, and scientific living on this toxic, predatory, and adversary planet. Absolutely amazing, brothers and sisters, things that we're able to do now because we have knowledge. So we're going to make our exit, and we thank everyone for joining us here today. Please come back and bring someone with you so we all can get our health back, so we can be the best person that we need to be, the best individual, thriving and working together in unison, making the life and the world better. That's why the Almighty sent us here. And we don't need to be where He is. He sent us here, brothers and sisters, on a mission. So let's respect that and do the very best that we can by taking care of the needs of ourselves that produced us in the first place. So we greet everyone with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. We're going to make our exit so we can allow the next program to come up. So we thank everyone. Thank you, Miss Yvette. Let's see if we can exit there.